Okay, hi, and welcome to another installment of My Life in Color bullet journaling. I'm glad you could make it. I'm going to share
Glad to be here.
Yeah, I'm going to share my screen real quick. All right, and like I said, if you notice the volume going weird, just let me know, okay?
Will do.
Okie dokie. All right, so last time we finished up June. This time we started July. And so since it was in the middle of the week, I didn't do a monthly spread for July, so that's what I'm going to do this time. Now, a monthly spread is a good way to get an overview and a thumbnail of the month, and that way you can make it as big, as large as you want. And so the first one we have is I did it long ways, in which we start here. So since in July it starts on Thursday, this is Thursday. And I always start with Monday, so my days of the week are Monday through Sunday. That way, that's how I do it. So, this is Thursday. This is one way to set it up. If you want to not always have to look at your page sideways like this, you can set it up that way so you can see better how you want. It's in rows, and this design is more for like little points, or maybe even a key, in which, like, if you have a certain if you have a certain event, like, you know, we have the 4th, you might do like a star right there and put like the 4th, and then down here you can mark it, and so you have a key out here. So like, say my friend's dad's birthday is the 7th, so I can put B-Day and then instead of writing it, and I wrote it out here. So if you have a small enough pen, like this is a small tip, you can write in these small squares. But if you happen to have more like this tip, it may not work, so you might use a key, and that's what you call a key, just setting up things that help you put little symbols. So like today, I have 2 events, right? So what I would do is I could put a heart for my bullet journaling, which I'm going to call Ujoro, and then today I can do that, stick it right there. And then I have a birthday, but see, I ran out of room, so if I just did a circle, I could put something else there. I have the teen program, I could do a diamond, and I'll shorten it to TP, and then I can put that there so I can see the shapes, and I have it over here so I can be like, oh, there's a circle right here. Circles I could use for birthdays. I could be like, oh, so-and-so's birthday is right here, and as you go on, like say you meet somebody and find out the birthday is the 12th, you can mark it right there and come back to it. Just the easy way. So like I said, I start Monday and go to Sunday, but you can start Sunday to Monday, Wednesday, just whatever works for you. And you don't have to use, like I said, a whole page. You can use 2 pages. We've done plenty, which is 2-month page spread. So also you can decorate it however you want. You can put quotations, word of affirmations. What I did here, and I'll show you how to do it. This is Lake Spur, and this is the flower for July. It's the month, it's flower. So if you want to add some little design or stuff like that, what you do is, if you look at a lake spur, it's really just little flowers that are tucked up in like a little plume. So you just kind of do kind of like a figure 8, but just more squiggly. And so because when you look at them, you just kind of go down in a way, and then you put a long stem through it. And then you just bunch those together, and you can do them in different colors. Traditionally, they're purple, but I tend to pick a theme for the month, and the colors for July is blue and red with a little bit of color here and there. So you can do color, you can do pink, you can do whatever. It's really up to you. Also, I capitalized on one, the flowers. Now, flowers, they can look daunting, but they're not as hard. Because basically a flower is just layering the same shape over and over. So you would start small, like kind of a teardrop, and then you just do kind of a petal shape. And you can do all kinds of shapes. You can do a spade shape and do it several times, but you just build. Because if you think about a flower, it's round and it just builds on petal and petal and petal on most of them. Some of them, like the daisy or like the little cosmos, you can draw a little line like that and then stroke it down, and then you've got yourself a little cosmos. And you can color and draw or whatever. So you can deck this out with flowers. You can make yourself a key. You can do it patriotic, you know, stars and stripes and all sorts of stuff. Fireworks. You can also draw little fireworks with it. So what I like to do for easy fireworks is it'll spurt like that. So I think that works the best, but you can get fancy and do all kinds of designs and whatnot. And like I said, this is a little smaller, so it might be hard if you want to write like a whole list of stuff, but this is just a month overview. So, and on the side, you can decorate with washi tape if you want. You know, that's always fun. I like using it as borders, and you can use the different sizes, the different patterns, and create and make what you want. And so in the washi tape, I also try to stick with my color design. But like I said, you can do whatever you want with it. All right, got all that? All right. So now we're going to be continuing kind of the mixing of routines and daily chores and stuff you have to do in life and how to get it all together. So this is kind of a quick setup. I call this cleaning because this is a quick setup for that. And I did 3 columns and I divided it into daily, weekly, and monthly. And in these columns, I wrote out the things that need to be completed daily, weekly, and monthly. So daily, load the dishwasher, clean the table, sweep the floor, you know, things like that. And you can add and take away or do a complete different list. Weekly, you know, clean up the house, clean the bathroom, wash up everything, organize some stuff, you know, clean your room. Monthly, change your filter, you know, go through your closets, you know, change out your clothes, full house cleaning, something like that. So that way you don't have to do that like every day or every week. Monthly, you just know it has to get done. So like, you can also divide it as in like you have 4 weeks in the month. So if you need to clean your house monthly, like at the end of the week or what you call it, you can start on it instead of doing one full day to do it. So something to consider. And like I said, this can be anything. Everyone's schedule's different. Some people have to wash clothes every day, you know. Some can do weekly, some don't have to. So you just put on what you need and what you like. And it can be a number of things. Like I said, the time management, this was just cleaning, but you can also add like daily routines. If you do facials, then you can do that. If you do a face mask weekly, you can add that here. You know, you can just divide it with a little divide like this. Just put yourself a little border, and you can write down here, you know, what you want or something a little different. Down here I divided, you can also divide it with washi tape. So, and I love washi tape, and it's a lot of fun. So if you ever get a whole bunch of washi tape, I can show you how to use it. And so this one's food, and I wrote out a week. So, and this goes back to when I was talking about planning your meal run or your food run before you go to the grocery store, so that way you can save money and save time. So like, I know sometimes there's a sale on chicken. So say you get some chicken. Well, your next week, you're gonna have to think of creative ways to make chicken. So down here, you would write chicken chicken Alfredo, chicken tacos, chicken noodle soup, chicken quesadilla, fried chicken, and then maybe Saturday and Sunday give it a break. But you can also down here start thinking about what pairs. So if you have that ahead of time, you'd be like, I want chicken Alfredo, what pairs with that? You can start thinking like greens, and then when you make a run to the grocery store, you can grab a can of greens. You can grab like a Southwest salad if you don't have the stuff for it. I know some people who always keep stuff for a salad handy because they eat it all the time, and that's great. But if you're like me and you don't, you're probably going to have to run to the store and pick up a bag of Southwest salad because you don't have all that on hand. And then like chicken noodle soup, think about what pairs with that. If you want to, like I said, save some money as well, potatoes are a really good investment. And you can have chicken and potatoes. It goes great with the fried chicken and mashed potatoes. You can make potato chicken soup if you don't want to use noodle or you're needing something to replace it. So there's a lot of different things you can do. Refried beans for like chicken quesadillas. So you just kind of think about to build, because most of the things that consist in a meal is the main food, which is kind of like the entrees, and then the sides, because that's what complements the meal. That's where you get some of the added nutrients and vitamins that you miss out in maybe the main meal. So, and then a drink. If you go that far, I like planning out drinks and meals and stuff like that. So I kind of like to do the whole marriage pairing of food and stuff, but if you don't have time for that, something that works. If you have a favorite drink, some grape juice, apple juice, tea, that works too. So just good to have on hand. All right. So I'm going to bring you over here to another monthly spread. And this it's in the same vein as the first one we reviewed, but this one is a horizontal one, not a vertical one. So you do have to actually turn your notebook, which can be a nuisance and it cannot. It just kind of depends on, again, your style. So this probably reads a little more familiar than the other one because you start with the days of the week here instead of reading that way. So you can use whichever one works. And so I drew a grid, basically marked out roughly 32 squares. As you can tell, this one is vacant. So starting on Thursday, that's why there's four blocks up here, and then the rest of the full week is down here. And you just number. And you see I have my key that I did. So these were events. And then these were also other events. So these were holidays. So the red X marks a holiday, the 4th of July. This is when it was observed. Today and yesterday and today was what is it? The Star Festival. That is always fun. Tanabata. That's a fun festival in Japan in which it starts the summer months, really, about the two main stars that come in and meet, and from there is a time to think on good things and reflect and send well wishes, and you write little wishes on little pieces of paper and you tie them on a piece of bamboo or a string somewhere and hope they come true. So it's a really sweet little tradition. But that happened today, and see, I had two events, someone's birthday. And so also having bullet journaling, it would be another little event. So if I have like 4 different events, I can start piling them up, and so that way I know what they are. And this is my key I wrote out on the side. You can do it however. I wrote the month here, and I did it calligraphy, but you can do it comic booky, bold, whatever. To do bold, you really just do it like that. If you want it to pop out, just think about where a shadow might be. And then you can do that, and you can make it 3D or whatever, and to make it pop. So, and you just do that with the different letters. Also, again, washi tape. If you want, you can leave yourself enough room to write an affirmation, or something you're thankful for, or maybe even the goal of the month. You can set monthly goals, as in like, if you're gonna work on your health more, so you're gonna drink water and stuff, just put, I'm gonna be a healthier me goal, you know, or say you're gonna do some more self-care, I'm going to take care of me goal, or say you want to spend more time with your family, I'm going to make family a goal. And you know, just set yourself a monthly goal, and you know, every week just kind of see where you are on that. You can also decorate with little doodles, like this little palm tree. And I had to break out my rainbow markers because I had just brought the red and blues, and I forgot about some of the little doodles using different colors. So, palm tree, real easy. So you just draw one line, kind of curve, two line, because as you know, palm trees, they bend, so it's a bent line. And you draw the lines here to kind of show the different layers. If you want to, you can color. And then the palm is basically like an umbrella. So you want to do something like that, and you can do more or whatever. And then you just fan it out like a feather, like you would doing the feathers. And we go like this, because a palm tree is kind of like a feather, just in plant form. So, and you just do that around the tree, and you've got yourself a little palm tree. And if you want to make it cute, what you can do is like add different colors in the leaves and kind of jazz it up a little bit. What's really fun is if you have like neon colors and you put it in the palms of the trees, it really works. So, and the fun thing about summer is all the little doodles you can do with it, like little crabs, basically a circle, and then two little circles for the arms, and then we make a claw, which is basically like a heart. And then we're going to just arc out his little legs. And we got ourselves a little crab. If you make him red, he can be a crab. If you make him blue, he can be a blue crab. So there is a blue crab that's very popular in South Carolina. So they're in Charleston. It's a pretty popular thing to look at and eat. So, you like to do the beach and stuff like that, you can also draw like a little sandcastle. Basically, you start with your little rectangle with batterments, these little things. Then you do another rectangle on top, and you put your triangle, which looks like the tower. And then you do a really long rectangle standing up vertical, and then you can either put the triangle on top if you want, or you can keep with the spikes like that. But either way, you've got yourself a little sandcastle. You just color it sandcastle color, and you've got that. So you can decorate. If you want a beach scene, you know, a circle, lines like this, you've got yourself a beach ball. You like fruit, half a circle, line it right here, and just do a fan, roughly. You've got yourself a lemon, a lime, an orange, whatever you want. Watermelon, same way. You do it this way, just don't put in the lines, color it red and put in the little black dots, and you've got yourself a watermelon. So just fun little things to do. All right. So that was the monthly spread. This is how a week might look. And I picked this one because this is a little different from what I've done before, really. And it covers a whole lot of stuff, which is what we're working towards. So it takes up 2 pages, and you can tailor it however you want. I started with the week of, and like I said, I start Monday. So first I started out with plans. And see, you put the week and then the days, and you put out something kind of small over here, like see I have 2 programs. that was the dinosaur one yesterday, you know, and then I have some other stuff later this week. Monday we were closed, so I just left that little floop closed, didn't have to worry about it. Tuesday we had dinos at 2. Get ready for this program and my teen program, so I wrote that up here, pick up supplies for my teen class. So this is also something you can do with this kind of schedule, is if you have, say, you can do it for yourself, or if you have kids or family members or something you want to delegate, you know, say you want your spouse to do certain things and you want to do certain stuff, you can set up your own daily little chart right here. And you can do just a week if you want, and you write out things like chore, read, math, journal, and art, you know, whatever. If you want someone to like rake or something like that, you can do it, and you just keep track of all these, and you can put as many as you want. This one had 6, this one had 5, and I highlighted them so that way you could tell that there were different people's. And that's where color coordinating comes in. If you have a schedule and you have several people in the house, like one person's color is this, one person's color is that. That's what I do on my scheduling. When I schedule here in the library, I'm one color, my coworker's a different color, so that way I can see the colors and be like, oh, so-and-so has a program. I don't even have to look at the name because I know they're with that color. It makes it a whole lot easier. So you can do that yourself if you want to track and see just how, you know, kind of keep track and see what you do during the week. Like I said, you're trying to figure out your routine. Habit tracker or dailies would be a good way to try to figure that out. So then over here to Wednesday was the big one, bullet journaling, teen program. Got to look over some stuff for the River Valley Learning Alliance event, and of course, Tanabata was today, so that was celebratory. And you can put other things in here like clean email, get groceries, have to make an emergency grocery run, or if you have appointments and stuff, you can also drop them in there too. And you can do different colors, like if you have an appointment for the eye doctor, yours can be green. Your husband has an eye appointment, or you know, or some kind of appointment, he can be blue, so you can look and see who's going to be doing what that time. And then over Thursday, as you can see, my Wednesday and Thursday were pretty big because Thursday we have story time. Also, I have a graphic novel meeting at 1 tomorrow, which I kind of forgot about until I was doing this, and I was like, oh wait, I've got that. And then finish up crafts for next week. Sometimes I like to stay ahead if I can, so I write out in my book what I need to do, what I'm going for, what is next week, so I know what's happening. Friday, and that's why this is like this, finish up. Friday's pretty much the finishing day. You get ready for the weekend, you wrap up everything in this week, you hope that you got everything ready for next week, and then you go home. And then I put weekend. I didn't write anything on here because we haven't reached the weekend yet, and it could be like, if you leave this open, say like, tomorrow, someone wanted to meet, I could look at my schedule and see, okay, I'm open the weekend, so I could schedule something here. So that way I don't accidentally schedule something on Friday after work when I know I'm going to have to go grocery shopping, you know, and then get way late and have to get my groceries in the dark and, you know, just kind of inconvenience yourself accidentally. I've done that numerous times. Then over here, and it can be as big as small as you want, I did a little shut off section for next week. And that's what I have my teen program, which is Dragon Tales. And a few other things that come up I can put here as well. So, and for our last thing today, you see these circles and it looks like some kind of calendar. It kind of is, but it's more of a tracker. So I did the little, banner with washi tape, of course. So, and you can do a design or whatever, sometimes even just a drawing. Like that. You know, that can be a little design. And say you want to make it into a plaid. You draw a line through the center and then just I used to make plaids all the time. And then you can make yourself a little plaid. And that way you can do a little different or whatnot if you want that. So this is a tracker. And I would suggest if you're going to do the circle tracker, you might actually get circles instead of trying to freehand it, because it's kind of hard to freehand 3 circles and try to make them work. This one worked well, this one did not. As you can tell, the sleep is missing a couple of hours, but you know, who's gonna notice? But what you can do is habit tracker for the week of that you're in. You can do like water or sleep, and you write the different days, and then you can mark on the day of. See, these are the hours, so you can mark how you did it. So these can get pretty elaborate. Plenty of some will go up and over, but you can kind of highlight and kind of see, like, you know, on the 5th you slept how many hours, so this many hours, or what you call it. So it's just kind of a way to track. I mean, it's an unusual way, but I thought it was kind of neat because how it looked. And you can schedule it however you need to. You can make it work. Like if you're curious about sleep, you can do it just for the night hours in which you sleep. And I'll probably have some more different kind of habit trackers and things like that coming up in the next classes as we try to figure out kind of what the routine is and what we're trying to do. The very last thing I have for today is if you have any blank spot or anything like that, you can make into little notes, note areas, service areas, whatever. This, I just drew a rectangle and put events and put party and whatever else. This can also be a gratitude log. See, I separated it with washi tape, and doing that design right there, I also created me a different little space. So, you know, you can use it for a doodle pad even. Like if you're bored and want to draw a little bit, or else you have a really good idea and you don't know where to put it, you can put it here. This also could be a miniature brain dump, as in like you're in the middle of the week and a whole bunch of things have been coming in at you. What you could do is just write, okay, brain dump. And then whatever comes up, you can put it down. So like if there's literacy day, August 7th, you can put it down here. Say someone's birthday, August 16th. There's going to be a party July 25th. You know, if you have all these dates, you can write them down here and write the different events. And that way you don't have to put them in like your July calendar where it won't fit, and you won't lose them because you can always come back and they're all in one spot. All right, that's what I got on that. I'm going to stop sharing now. And I'm going to end the recording. So thanks for watching.